Back with me mates and family, friends, great Australians, making Australia great again. Good morning, Diggs. How are you? Yeah, the sun's out. Unfortunately, I'm sorry. Cue chemtrails. Yeah, they're spraying again. It's all back on. We had like a big, whoops, we're looking the other way. Big hashtag in the sky up here earlier, and now it's all starting to, you see the wishbone effect again. Wishbone, herringbone, fishbone effect. A few more chemtrails over this way. And the last planes that came through have just sort of done this here as well. So it's all starting again. Yeah, military is the only way. All still out of our control. We can't even handle the Governor General. We need help. It's a spiritual war. It's almost, we need divine intervention. Actually, excuse me, Diggs, I think that's a little bit of a thumbprint on the screen there. Probably why we can't see so well. It was real misty this morning, but it's actually pretty good viz. Anyway, we'll see how we go there. Is that a bit better? Who we got here? Oh, heaps of people. Wow. I asked for divine intervention and God sends me more soldiers. Good on you, warriors. Who do we have first? Lulu. Good morning. Gold medal prize. Kara, second. I haven't even got any crispy bacon for you today. Sorry, Kara. We're doing hamburgers and I was almost going to do pancakes and things, but what I've got, I'm just going to do hamburgers and onions and things today and some fresh bread. But tomorrow I'm going to do a bit of a stir fry cook up using all the good stuff, garlic and stuff. But yeah, good morning to you both. That's first and second. And Michael Brown on the podium again. Good morning, bro. How are you? First here, yeah, you're right. I've had a few people here at the car park come up to me. Quick, tell me when you're going on. I want to be first. I'm not going to let all this be rigged. Oh, Diana's there too. Good morning, Diana. Well, we're already talking. What's going on? What's happening? First here, two cheated. Yeah. Hola, Cara. How's your birthday? This bloke's getting older every day. Third gets rum on their cornflakes. Sweet. I think I've got it's not a rum actually, it's a bourbon from me mate Sean. Brewed me a nice bourbon. Still there. Rum, golly. There's some taste buds to be pleased today. Good birthday, can't remember. Please prepay for Victoria, peeps. I'm going to pray for Victoria, peeps. Dan Andrews gets in, I don't know. I think it will hit people hard. We need him gone. Who listened to John Wilson on Carl Leibold, Voice of Freedom last night? He was more interested in people just taking attention that he's running around with a transvestite wife. Bro, I know, mate. I got you, mate. I got you. Praying. I've called this one Psalm 35 today. I got into my car yesterday when I was about to leave and I found a piece of paper on there. And I know who it was. She's always looking after me. She does a lot of research. She knows it's a spiritual battle and she prays for us all a lot. So, and I've put it on my Telegram. It's Psalm 35, Psalm of David. And you wouldn't believe it. It had 28 verses, 28 names. And I did it by accident. Because the Telegram's, character limited, I put 7 at a time, then it worked out perfect. So 7 verses in each post. I'm going to read it to you shortly. It's very relevant to this fight. It's very even relative to my own walk of faith in this. And so we're going to read it out, and I just thought I'd bring it to everyone's attention. Is there a conflict of interest if I say it's a spiritual war, but military is the only way? God needs his soldiers. But anyway, Diggs, good morning to you. Welcome to the National Rock Garden on Barrenjoey Road, and sometimes even Forest Road, Canberra. We're still here in Canberra. We've been here since, 7th of February was when Corey and Dan and Phil first got here. And we're still proclaiming to the Governor-General, expose the 28 names of the pedophiles they're protecting. You know this, Diggs. Oh no, yeah, sorry. Can't believe we're still here. Just trying to spice up the words. We're holding this line. It's as traitorous and as evil as you can imagine. They pay tribute to their secret societies and have oaths of allegiance to secret societies, and they don't care about you or I. That's why they keep each other's secrets. There's 28 names on a police report identified by the Wood-Raw Commission. And those names have been suppressed by various ways and by various sinister people. They empowered the Wood-Raw Commission to have the terms of reference to cover. I'll get to that one. However, they did still suppress the names. I'm doing a little bit of study in the background, but I just want to get it all right before I actually sort of start really laying it out. Because there's a lot of good people in this fight as well. Not only Bill Heffernan, but there's Frank Arena. She did a lot. All she could do, extend the terms of reference to include a lot more investigating. But yeah, they agreed to the term of reference, but they took the tooth from the tiger and suppressed the names. There was no way they were going to get these names out. So we proclaimed to the Governor-General, expose the 28 names, the pedophiles we're protecting. And we're doing it every day. So, but there's a lot more to it than that. This is where we hold the line for the fight for the sanctity of children. Where do we start when we trying to pull this country back together? Well, I think we start with the common cause of ensuring that this nation is built on the foundation that provides sanctity of all children, and hopefully don't let all our battles and disputes and chips on our shoulders roll on to the next generation of children. Anyway, this is the day. We're about to cook up some breakfast. A lot of people come early, drying out a swag just so someone can use it tonight. Fair bed. We've got hamburgers, sausages, fresh bread. It's not 2 types of eggs, just 2 cartons of eggs. But yeah, we've got 1 type of sausage, but I suppose it's 2 types of meats, 3 types of meats. Wow. 1 type of honey, which would be another sugar. So we've got 3 types of sugar. Anyway, we've got two types of kettles. Everything's powering up.
Worldwide, that and the fucking aircraft. That's what's killing everyone.
Don't get him started, mate. Don't wind him up today, mate. There's a lot going on.
Most of the shit they used to put in the whole oil burners back in the 60s and 70s. Just the shit oil that come out till you tank up the outside. Just this shit. This sucks, buddy.
Oh, I just connect up some tunes.
Hey, Greg,
Yeah.
fresh one.
Yeah, fresh one's coming now. Yeah.
We've seen the results. That's the first one we've seen dropping it.
Yeah, long chemtrail coming up through there now. Can you guys see that one? Just coming up through there now, the long chemtrail.
Look, there's still some cheeses here, young fella.
Yeah, Magpies were kind enough to do a photo shoot for us this morning around the red ensign. Paying tribute to the Diggs. That is a big, strong chemtrail there now. Anyway, zoom back out.
that space will be nearly empty, won't it?
He's only dropping these short ones too. If he sprayed that shit, that little bit staying there, now the rest is the disappearance stuff.
Oh, let's get some brekkie going. There's Baldy the magpie. Scar on his head.
It ends up coming up as that fluffy shit afterwards. It disappears, but then the fluffy shit turns up. All this shit's the same from what I did this morning. It disappears, but then it's there later.
Yeah, good, mate. Popped your head a couple of times yesterday. I walked crack straight into it. What I was thinking. Mate, I didn't get safe at night. I'm cool and comfortable, dry. It was a nice night last night to sleep. By the creek there, it's beautiful this morning. You just couldn't even see the water. It's full of mist.
Go on.
I don't know. What is it all? I like it. It's exciting. I'm cooking. I don't know, but I like it. Got some squeegees. It's coming up with Train Smash. Train Smash and all the good stuff. They're all worth fighting for, mate.
Danny was here yesterday when we got here this morning. Danny was here.
I actually put it there.
You're right. They had the blue ones tied to fucking that. This is on the bottom. Got hooked on it and everything for us. They can't start that. That's what they tied it up with.
Wow.
But another thing got bored up stuck up at the tower there.
There you go, you're right, mate. Morning. Oh, they did that themselves. Couldn't even go in fucking $2 sheep from fucking Mitchell.
Well, I read it like, you know, this well, you're still living, Cockers.
Yeah, then it wouldn't have the question mark at the end, but it didn't have an explanation. Um, 28. Brother, but that's all right. We'll get through, mate. The roller coaster goes up and down and up and down. Keep fucking
I'm pretty sure what it said is we're still asleep, we're still compliant, we're still enslaved, we're still going to be. We still need someone to fight for us, think for us. That's what it said.
You should just put yes, thanks across it. Big yes, thanks across it. Yeah, yes, thanks.
Right, running away. I'm going to just catch up with the digs, see how they're doing. Good morning again, digs. So a bit quiet today. But how's everyone doing? Where did we get to? Well, now I can see. Got the signs up. Good morning, everybody. It is a good day to expose the 28, mate. The energy seemed to come as in waves. But we'll get into it. Tash, Ren, good morning. John, g'day. Musa. Tash Marie, good morning. There's been a bit of a hospital going on lately. One of our own at the hospital last night. I won't go into it, that's their business, but they're all right. They're going to make it. Onward, Christian soldiers. Thank you. Love you. I'm going to read that out in a minute. That psalm is quite incredible. 28 verses to help, well, to bring on the 28 exposure to the 28 names. I sense victory. Yeah, that's right, mate. I really want to nail this. I'm sort of just coming up with little things, but Frank Arena, what a hero. And that Bob Carr and all these people that try to suppress their names, they destroyed their careers and they were working for the best interests of the people and the children. They chose to care. They went all guns blazing and they were persecuted for it, basically. China pushed 1 to 400 million plus lockdown and been another blow for the world economy coming. Yeah, they're saying one of the things I listened to, they're saying that Bitcoin is gone bankrupt. But does that mean the exchange, or are they talking about Bitcoin itself gone bloody crashed, bankrupt, declared bankruptcy? Well, I can't see how Bitcoin could declare bankruptcy because it's not an organisation as such, or is it? Yeah, we don't get the Kandos down here, mate. We might have to get you to box some up and send them down. Yeah, go listen to John Wilson last night. He went off his dial. I think he was a little unfair to some of us on the Freedom Fronts, though, who actually have been calling this out for a long time, John. As dark and sinister as you can imagine, but we're all on the same side here, so glad to see your passion and tell everyone to get it out there. But yeah, don't knock the Freedom Fronts, mate, because a lot of us have put everything we've got into this. How about call out the ones that are actually doing the bloody job, mate? Yeah, he went off his trolley, mate. It was good to hear. He definitely made some very pertinent points. Yeah, Michael Brown, yes. Okay, stay strong. Yeah, exhaustion seems to be the topic for the day. I better turn these burgers. Background guitar. Wow, thank you. Coffee, how's it going? Yeah, good, mate. You doing all right? Yep. All right, back here. Burnt some burgers. Aloy, g'day, Hans and Vicky. G'day, g'day. Oh, Corey, hi. Hugs and kisses. Corey get hugs and kisses. Yes, I've got some movement. Oh, there you go. We're all having a bit of a heel too. Well, it sounds like there's a bit of an exhaustion going on, but we're right. Right, it's all going on. Well, good morning, Diggs. I finished these burgers. I'm going to read you this psalm. It's pretty pertinent. There's a star of the show. Corey's ass. I better zoom out. Sorry, mate. He's exhausted too, poor fella.
It's all a little quiet this morning, isn't it?
That looks like a bloody rabbit. Actually, it looks like a bloody one of the rabbits. Yeah, that video game, the alien rabbit. Looks like one of them. Nerdy game. Yeah, not really excited with the youngsters. Insane, eh?
Where was it, Greg? Where was it hanging here?
Yeah, I'll show you the photo.
Yeah, right
I'll
there.
leave it for him when we leave. Okay. I'm making some progress, but fucking every time I go and paint something over there, someone else comes in and fucking puts a mark on the wall, or the tiler has come in and cut all his tiles inside the house. So it was just a dust pit in a 2-bedroom fucking townhouse.
I don't wear glasses. Was it his first day on the job?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Look at you, looking all fresh and ready to
No,
go.
no, he's even wearing a book shirt. Not fancy, man. Your car's up.
That one smells nice.
Yeah, burgers are ready to go. Pretty much, I'm chucking a couple of eggs on now, but there's fresh bread, burgers, onion, mushroom, spinach mix with a bit of spaghetti in it, garlic, turmeric, all the good stuff.
Yeah. I'm smelling someone's perfume or deodorant.
Yeah, not my deodorant, mate. I know I do smell.
I
am a
probably
bit
do
smelly,
too.
mate.
Oh, I smell fine.
You already have.
You go there before I do.
We've got two types of sauce. Two types of sauce. Yeah. Choice, freedom's choice, mate. So I'll give you the illusion of choice. There's just two types of sauce. Oh, whoops, there's an egg breaker.
No, I can't.
No, I get into it, mate. My pleasure, you know that.
You ugly.
It's a train smash, but it should be right.
Oh, they're on her feet.
We call it. We lived in the military in the tanks, ABCs. We lived on train smash and jaffles. Train smash was a tin of everything all in the same pot, mate. Just mix it in.
Train smash.
I made the healthiest meal.
We called that catch what you can.
You call what?
Sunday night, it was catch what you can.
Catch what you can.
Whatever's in the cupboard, that's what you eat.
Yeah, right. All in one pot.
I do that with my fridge. I call it cleaning out the fridge meal.
Cleaning out the fridge, really?
Yeah, a couple of, soggy celery
Yeah.
sticks.
Oh, it's all gone out. That's right. We like keep losing stuff. Just put the light in the pocket. Yeah, something like that. Oh, no, gas bottle's finally empty. Oh, there we go. So, I'm waiting for that one empty. There's a new one need required. Here and plug it in the next one. We're not back up. It's only one type of gas, but 3 types of gas bottles.
Don't know why I didn't reconnect. Something's going on.
Froze up before.
Yeah, well, money that was sent to the Ukraine. So we need here.
Trying to bring it again for you. How long does it keep going out for? I don't know. Actually, well, where's me seeing my glasses? My back pocket. There they are. Anyway, let's have a look here. Put my ugly dial on the bloody thing. G'day. How are you? Yeah, I know I got these retrofits. I just had to put them on just to see. It's very small writing. That's the only reason. And because I wouldn't want to get it wrong. And because I'm getting blinder and blinder. Anyway. Yeah, so this is a psalm that Hazel has referred for us. Pray this Psalm 35 from Prophet Robin, 25th of the 1st, 22. The wind will blow. A Psalm of David, and like I said, it has 28 verses, and we're asking for 28 names. It seems to be everything we're asking for here, and it's also, I found relevance in my fight for law, basically, fight against the unconstitutional judiciary. So please bear with me, but I'd like to share it with you. So a Psalm of David, Psalm 35. Father, Son, Holy Spirit. Amen. Contend, O Lord, with those who contend with me. Fight against those who fight against me. Take hold of shield and buckler and rise for my help. Draw the spear and javelin against my pursuers. Say to my soul, I am your deliverance. Let them be put to shame and dishonor who seek after my life. Let them be turned back and confounded who devise evil against me. Let them be like chaff before the wind, with the angel of the Lord driving them on. Let their way be dark and slippery, with the angel of the Lord pursuing them. For without cause they hid their net for me. Without cause they dug a pit for my life. Let ruin come upon them unawares, and let the net which they hid ensnare them. Let them fall therein to ruin. Then my soul shall rejoice in the Lord, exulting in his deliverance. All my bones shall say, O Lord, who is like thee, thou who deliverest the weak from him who is too strong for him, the weak and the needy from him who despoils him. Malicious witnesses rise up. They ask me of things that I know not. They requite me evil for good. My soul is forlorn. But I, when they were sick, I wore sackcloth. I afflicted myself with fasting. I prayed with head bowed on my bosom, as though I grieved for my friend or my brother. I went about as one who laments his mother, bowed down in the morning. But at my stumbling, they gathered in glee. They gathered together against me. Cripples whom I knew not slandered me without ceasing. I don't know that word. There you go. They impiously mocked more and more, gnashing at me with their teeth. How long, O Lord, will thou look on? Rescue me from their ravages, my life from the lions. Then I will thank thee in great congregation. In the mighty throng I will praise thee. Let not those rejoice over me who are wrongfully my foes, and let not those wink the eye who hate me without cause. For they do not speak peace, but against those who are quiet in the land. They conceive words of deceit. They open wide their mouths against me. They say, Aha, aha, our eyes have seen it. Thou hast seen, O Lord, be not silent. O Lord, be not far from me. Bestir thyself and awake for my right, for my cause, my God and my Lord. Vindicate me, O Lord, my God, according to thy righteousness, and let them not rejoice over me. Let them not say to themselves, Aha, we have our heart's desire. Let them not say, We have swallowed him up. Let them be put to shame and confusion altogether, who rejoice at my calamity. Let them be clothed with shame and dishonour, who magnify themselves against me. Let those who desire my vindication shout for joy and be glad, and say evermore, Great is the Lord, who delights in the welfare of his servants. Then my tongue shall tell righteousness, and of thy praise all day long. I'll give him praise regardless, but Lord God, please hear our prayer. The Lion of Judah is coming. God is coming. God is here. Well, thank you for bearing with me for that one, Diggs. We're up against a very dark, evil, sinister. You look beneath the veil and you'll see Satan's sail. But if God is with us, who can be against us? Most certainly not them mob. Oh, whoops, actually, they tore it. There we go. But thank you very much, Hazel. Thank you for your care, your compassion. And we will be victorious. Expose the 28 names of the pedophiles you're protecting. You traitorous criminal, Governor General David Hurley. Anyway, we'll go back to the front over here. This one is just before you, mate.
going on over there, and there's big chalk, big
You weren't watching that died suddenly, were you? I watched that last night, died suddenly.
Last time was watching the rest video.
Yeah.
Got as far as Greg talking to the copper. Next thing is Black Street. Not good. I've been watching it for 5 fucking minutes. I know. It's really hard to keep us positive and fucking moving forward. Oh, yeah.
We'll retreat to this corner.
Glad to have you all with us today, Diggs.
Oh, stoked to be with you. The dig's vital asset, mate.
Very much so. And it's really good when I watch one of these things like we did with John Wilson and Carl last night. And all the same digs are on there. All our loved ones out there, you're all in the same places, catching up on the right information from the right people. And it's just great to see.
It is, mate.
And it keeps our hope alive to move forward because you're all keeping up with everything we can.
Trying to really bring higher levels and reach higher and higher.
Get that light, boss. Yeah, brother.
I was going to say that.
Yeah, that is.
Not enough wind for the flags today. It's either too cold and shitty or there's not enough wind to blow.
That's why Ty got his name.
They said still winning careers and they put it up there with
Where are all the great Australians gone? We feel like we're starting to scrape the barrel here, that's for sure.
You don't have to talk about me. I'm right here, right there.
I know. Toby brings some positive vibes this morning.
Toby, yeah, mate, good to see Toby. Yeah, there's some good Australians going for a bit of a walk. That's the way. Enjoy the day, seize the day. Little walking sticks. I've got a few white hats. Yeah, a few white hats going out there. Sweet.
They got more, at their age, they got more energy than I have.
They have, mate. It was beautiful to see.
One of my good mates from Brisbane's dropping through today. And I should be really happy to see him because I haven't seen him for a long time.
Okay.
But
I'll give her a wave, but she wasn't interested in waving back.
How do you deal with these people?
I don't know. The conversation behind us is degrading rapidly. It's just negative and fucking just shit talk, mate. It's like little children bickering.
That's the two question marks, Mr. B, on
where was it when you get down?
Lovely blue. Look at all the flowers across the field. It's bloody beautiful, little golden flowers across the field. I wonder if you guys can sort of get a view of it. It's funny. I'm old enough to have grown up watching Little House on the Prairie, and that's what it's like. All the yellow flowers coming up over the fields. Well, I'll just sit over here and I'll just talk to the digs. Yeah. I think the snow on the mountains over there have gone. Just find those things that make my eyes bigger. Hang on. There you go. My eyes are bigger again now. How's everyone? Hey, John. Fascinated for months. Well, there's sausages here, bro. I haven't cooked the sausages actually, but we do have sausages there. We'll see. It might be another cook up later. Maybe the feeds have stopped. I feel like I'm getting played with here. The keeps dropping out. Hang on, let's try again. Chats. Live chat. Boom. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Who's for coffee? Yeah, 4-leaf clover patch, the luckiest patch in the country, I think. Ruby's there. Yeah, g'day, Ruby. Yeah, get a good coffee in here. I've got some nice honey there today. I had to go buy some from a special shop. I just miss my good honey. Oh, really? Really? It's a beautiful psalm. I suppose I'd like to read it again, but everywhere that it says me, I'd probably change the word to us. I think we've got a... hang on. Yeah, have a great day, Car, if I haven't missed you already, mate. May humanity blessed with the true knowledge that we are the power, and where we go one, we go all in direction of love and light. We truly be free. Thank you for all those standing. Thank you, Cara. I love you guys. Yeah, all the good stuff. Yeah, I haven't seen the AFP today. Yeah, hopefully the video's improved. I don't know, it just kept dropping out. I'm fully powered. Got Wi-Fi, got everything. It just seems to be the Telstra that seems to be going down. Yeah, amazing network it is.
You're gonna fix his finger up at lunchtime or something.
Yeah. Oh, we get the word out. That'll do it. 10 kilos. I knew I put it there for a reason.
Yeah, there you go. You're not fine down in there, are you?
No, I'll come out.
You're in the front line again. Around the politician's neck.
Yeah, Saturday tomorrow, going to be a good day. Has everyone got sunshine all over the place? So they have started chemtrails again. Expected it to be a beautiful, warm weekend. Everyone probably getting ready, making plans to go out in the country, hit country. Put some of this in the fridge.
Good old Iron Knob.
Good old. Where's those things gone again? Pissing down in Bundaberg. That's not bloody good. Yeah, the winds have stopped. The winds were really incredible. Oh, beautiful in Mandurah, I had no doubt. Good morning, Ingrid. How are you? G'day, g'day. Mandurah, just outside of the metro area in the Shire of Canning. Is Andrew Hasty looking after us over there, Ingrid? I don't think so. Official Committee Hansard. You there, Hansard Hammer? We'll have a look at this Hansard. I might be on. Oh, I don't wear these things. Anyway, Official Committee Hansard, Senate, Legal and Constitutional Affairs Legislation Committee. Tuesday, the 20th of October, 2015. The first part of it's just a little bit of bullshit. We've got Mr. Moratis. Talking about training in a more formalised manner. Senator Jacinta Collins, thank you. Mr. Fredericks, another advantage of consolidation. So AGS will be providing that training, yeah. Secure that training, so we'll follow the recommendations through. I should also say that we've taken advantage of really informing ourselves in the run-up to these estimates hearings about the importance of those accountability issues as well. So it's been a useful opportunity really for us under the Secretary's leadership to reinforce the importance of those accountability issues. That's a whole bloody paragraph of bloody nothing. Anyway, Mr. Moratis, I could also add something, Senator. I do not know if you recall that I said I would further consider the issue about the nature of correspondence and awareness of terminology and stuff like the caliphate and that. And I've also asked Ms. Chidji and Mr. Fredericks to see what we can do in terms of ongoing awareness raising for staff who deal with that sort of issue, just to have a knowledge of the culture and other aspects of that sort of thing, and draw on the experience of our colleagues in other portfolio agencies that can come in and brief staff, because obviously there is a lot of turnover in staff over a period of time, so they are familiar with those sorts of points in that respect. Does that mean anything to you guys? Blah, 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 blah. They really love the sound of their own voices. Anyway, we haven't quite got to the good bit here. So back to Senator Jacinta Collins. That covers in part some of the changes in resourcing or focus, I suppose, that we have canvassed there. Mr. Moratis, certainly, yes, obviously. With the changes that are going on now with the machinery of government and movement of people, we also have a functional efficiency review that, like all departments, we are undertaking. When that is finalised and bedded down, we will also look at our overall resourcing to meet government's priorities, and that we be part of that, taking into account the obvious importance of national security. Blah. Senator Jacinta Collins. Okay, I think my time is concluded. There are a couple of issues that hopefully will not take too long in this area, and that I will come back to by the look of it. Chair, yes, we can come back to it. I now go to the government side, but my colleagues have indicated that Senator Heffernan can take their spot for 15 minutes, or any part of it, as he is involved in other committees as well. Senator Heffernan, over to you. And this is where it starts getting good. Senator Heffernan. Thank you, Mr. Chairman, Mr. Attorney General. In recent months, I've put a proposition to the Royal Commission into the institutional treatment of children. And I might say at the outset, I think that Commission under Justice McClellan and others, including Mr. Reid, who has just come to the table, are doing an excellent job. So that's so there's some good guys. Justice McClellan and Mr. Reid. Senator Heffernan suggests they're doing an excellent job, so I'll take his word for it. But we'll get to the bottom of it all. And it's pretty heartbreaking to see what has gone on and what has been denied for the last 50 years now being exposed as a reality has broken a lot of hearts. I actually want to go to the proposition, Mr. Attorney, that we should include in the terms of reference the institution of law, and I have documents here. So what's he saying there? I actually want to go to the proposition, Mr. Attorney, that we include in the terms of reference the institution of law. So he's trying to extend the terms of reference of the investigation, the commissions. And I have the documents here, which the Royal Commission has seen to justify that case. And in fact, every Attorney General from Attorney General Ruddock still till now has seen some of these documents. They are police documents and they are very disturbing. In the last 18 months, I've put forward a case which I initiated to remove a judge from the bench in New South Wales, Justice Gary Nielsen. This is important because this guy is still serving, Gary Nielsen, Justice Gary Nielsen, whose name in the trade is Gorilla in Black Lace. We've only just started. And it succeeded to a point. He was hearing a case against a man who was found guilty of raping siblings. I'll continue, sorry. Hearing a case of a man found guilty of raping siblings and then faced new charges. And the judge would not allow the earlier charges into the court. During the hearing of the case from the bench, he said to the court that he thought the law was out of date. I can't believe I'm going to say this. That sex for siblings should now be legal and it should not be legal for men to have sex with children. I don't agree with that in any capacity. I found that despicable and despising and a display of complete bias from a display from the bench. I took it to the Judicial Commission, and I might say the New South Wales Judicial Commission is doing an excellent job, and I've a good relationship with them and have had for some years. As you know, Mr. Attorney, I've tried in vain to get a federal judicial commission. I think the treatment in the federal jurisdiction of children by some people in the jurisdiction of the family law court is disgusting and a disgrace. And some of those children are a tool for attorneys in representing cases. So where he said it's he's been successful to a point, yeah. His name in the trade is Gorilla in Black Lace, and it succeeded to a point. He initiated to remove the judge. He succeeded to a point. The point that he succeeded to was that the judge, or Justice Gary Nielsen, not a judge, Justice Gary Nielsen is no longer allowed to hear cases of pedophilia or rape against children. But he is still serving in the courts. He's still allowed to hear every other case, but he's just not allowed to hear those ones. He protects the pedophiles. Do you guys get it? Why wasn't he totally removed? Because they're keeping each other's secrets. They're protecting him. Or to be seen to be doing the right thing while the law's being broken. Or we just won't let him hear those cases. But this guy is still serving on the judiciary. He's making judgment calls for real Australian people, great Australians. It's just disgusting. And then I'm supposed to go into their judiciary, that they won't even tell me the jurisdiction, and play their game. So now the chair answers. Senator Heffernan, I do not think anyone would disagree with anything you have said, but this is estimates. I do try to insist that we ask questions of the committee while we have the... Senator Heffernan cuts him off. Thank you very much for your assistance. I've produced a set of documents to the Royal Commission under an order to produce, which includes, disturbingly, documents the name in one document 28 people as alleged pedophiles and signed off by Gary Crook, QC, Queen's Counsel Gary Crook. Counsel assisting an earlier Royal Commission, which was the Wood Royal Commission, includes a whole lot of prominent people, and I think to protect the discretion of the Royal Commission, I will not comment on what the Commission thought, except that they thought it was outside the terms of reference of the Royal Commission. Now, this is going to come into where Franca Arena extended the terms of reference for that Royal Commission. So the terms of reference were there, they just won't name the names. But anyway, we'll try and get to it all. I will not comment on what the Royal Commission thought, except that they thought it was outside the terms of reference to the Royal Commission. Could you explain to me why this is so? This is where Senator Brandis comes in. The matters you have raised are very coarse, very grave matters, and I know, because we've discussed this over the years. Discussed. Just discussed. I am disgusted. We've discussed this over the years. What a very close interest you have taken in this issue, as like a threat. Oh, what a very close interest you've taken in this issue, Mr. Heffernan. You're trying to be bullies while they protect their own. And this is Senator Brandis. If I may say so, one of the reasons why the issue has become as prominent in the public mind as it is these days is in part to do with your advocacy of this cause. So he's basically telling Bill Heffernan, if you shut up, this will all go away. Don't shut up, Bill Heffernan. Don't. Don't let them beat you. We'll do all we can to back you, mate. If I may say so, one of the reasons why this, your advocacy of the cause. So I think your role in raising this issue deserves acknowledgement. Not alone, of course, but your role along with others deserve acknowledgement. Senator Heffernan, you have done the right thing if you believe that you have information, including documentary information, which ought to be brought to the attention of the Royal Commission, and the Royal Commission has a process for dealing with the complaints and other information brought to its attention and placed in its hands by citizens, including prominent citizens such as yourself, then it is for the Royal Commission to judge whether by reference to its terms of reference, which of course define its jurisdiction, the jurisdiction which the magistrate wouldn't tell me which jurisdiction I'm in, that information is something that it should or indeed is capable of inquiring further info. The info's there. It's in the Wood Royal Commission, mate. I am not possessed of the documents that you've referred to. I'm not in a position to obviously to second guess any decision by the Royal Commission about the relevance of documents placed into its hands as determined by its terms of reference. Come on, Brandis, are you a good guy or a bad guy? However, I think, Senator, we should respect any decision of the Royal Commission about the ambit and scope of its terms of reference, and any decision, therefore, in relation to whether or not particular evidence can be received by it, inquiring in conformity with those terms of reference. They're hoping the terms of reference protects them. Senator Heffernan again. Thank you very much for that. One of my problems is that we have in Australia, I mean, it's like the denial of the priests and the altar boys to make a cheap comparison for 50 years. Sadly, a compromise at the highest levels. There is a former Prime Minister on this list, and it is a police document. We have a compromise similar to the compromise demonstrated by 60 Minutes in recent times in the UK. When I approached 60 Minutes and said, why in God's name did you have to go to the UK to do that? They said, because no one in the UK would do it. Can I just say to the children that have been abused, to the parents and the loving mothers, quite often more than the fathers, who go to places like divorce courts, lawyers use the tool of abuse in divorce courts. The divorce courts should deal with, in my view, the breakup of the family and its assets, etc., etc. It should not and is not qualified to deal with abuse that is alleged. That should be a separate entity, and it is not. I just want to put everyone on notice. Senator Brandis. So you're talking about the abuse of children here. Heffernan. Family law court judges demonstrate quite regularly that they are not capable of dealing with that phenomenon. Quite obviously, the precedent's there by Nielsen. Brandis. Senator Heffernan, can I tell you what the government is doing about this particular issue of allegations of child abuse that arise in the family law court law jurisdiction of either the federal court and the federal circuit court? What has been apparent for quite a while now, and I think this bears on your point, is that there is a significant overlap between issues that might arise in proceedings for termination of marriage and the family court or the federal circuit court, and issues that might arise in state children's courts. However, so called, in some states they are called children's courts, in other states they have got other names. So there is a jurisdiction that deals specifically with children's cases, and then there is a federal family law jurisdiction that deals primarily with the breakdown of marriages and consequential orders in relation to children as well as in relation to assets. Quite often the same issues arise in family law proceedings as arise in state children's court proceedings. It is for that reason I commissioned the Family Law Council to examine this matter. The issue of jurisdictional overlap, and Professor Helen Rhodes has done a study of this, which the government is considering with a view to trying to ensure that the interests of the child are not compromised by, as it were, falling between the cracks of two different jurisdictions, the federal family law jurisdiction and the state's children's protective jurisdiction, where we are dealing with essentially the same set of facts. Senator Heffernan, to assist me, and thank you very much, Mr. Attorney, for that, in the case of the family court, is custody of children determined by the family court? Brandis, yes, it is usually determined now by arrangements entered into between the parents, which are sanctioned by orders of the court. Senator, you should be aware of that. When it comes to matters arising under the Family Court Law Act, the vast majority of those matters, something approaching 90% of them, are dealt with not by the Family Court, but the Family Law Division of the Federal Circuit Court. Layers upon layers upon layers. No wonder it gets hidden. And that's how they suppress the names, through layers and layers and layers. Senator Heffernan, that goes to my point that the custody battle often uses the legal tool of one partner abusing the other, whether that is true or false, and in many cases it is false, and thank you very much for your assistance. There are provisions, of course, in the Family Law Court Act which do deal with the making of false allegations, which is, of course, apart from anything else, perjury if made under oath, but also may have consequences in terms of costs and other adverse consequences for a party maliciously making false allegations. Senator Heffernan, I deal with lots of people because they know I will try to help, who have had their lives ruined because the law outsmarts them in the family court, and outsmarts them. Play games, they're going for the prosecution, they want the money. To make the point, I absolutely believe that in many cases, and all human endeavour has failure, and none more spectacularly than me. It is often not these people's secrets. Obviously, these documents are very disturbing. They were delivered to me by a police agency some time ago because no one seems to want to deal with them. It is often cut off, Brandis. Heffernan, I understand that you put the documents to which refer into the hands of the police. Heffernan, as Mr. Reid knows, and I thank Mr. Reid, you are doing an excellent job, as is the Royal Commission. This folder actually came back hand-delivered. Every Attorney General, bar you, were on the committee when I tried to get the argument up for the Federal Jurisdiction Commission. I've seen some of these documents. Some of them did not read them. Some of them returned them. Robert McClellan tried to do something about some of them. It is not so much the secret that's the problem. It is when a group of people, such as the 28 people on this page, keep each other's secrets. That the institution, going back to my point about the institution, becomes compromised. The judiciary is compromised. On this list, there are spectacular examples of that, with people involved in hearing court cases. Anyhow, I will not go through that. For the thousands and thousands of people in Australia, and the Royal Commission, to its credit, is demonstrating the disgusting culture of some of our institutions. So this is the Commission into the Institutional Abuse. On this list, there are some spectacular examples of that, with people involved in hearing court cases. I missed that one, sorry. I just appeal for you to give consideration to cleaning up this act. The Wood Royal Commission, as you know, Attorney General, was about to explore, and it is in the Hansard. So it is no great secret who who the legal fraternity people were that used to attend Costello's, the Boy Brothel Club in Kellett Street, King's Cross. I actually have the list here. A lot of them are still practicing. And still are. Still. But the judge of the day of the Royal Commission decided it was a no-go zone. Paddy Bergen, counsel assisting at the time, said, "We will rise for morning tea," and they never went back to it. I asked the commissioner why. He said he would deny it if I ever mentioned it. I think it is time to mention it in the view of good work of the Royal Commission, he said. We decided not to revisit that issue because the public would lose confidence in the judiciary. They're telling you there, the judiciary is compromised at the highest levels. Thank you. I actually have the list here. A lot of them are still practicing, but the judge of the day of the Royal Commission decided it was a no-go zone. Well, I think this front's becoming a party place, people. I just want to save the children.
Follow the sun, which way the wind blows.
Let's get out of here.
This day is done. Breathe, breathe in the air. Set your intention. Dream with care. Tomorrow's a new day for everyone. Brand new moon, brand new sun. Follow the sun, the direction of the birds, the direction of love. Breathe, breathe in the air. Cherish this moment, cherish this breath. Tomorrow's a new day for everyone.
What?
Brand new moon, brand new sun. When you feel life coming down on you like a heavy weight. When you feel this crazy society adding to the strain. Take a stroll to the nearest water's edge. Remember your place. Many moons have risen and fallen long before you came. So which way is the wind blowing? What does your heart say?
I've got lighters. I'm gonna get Yeah, I was feeling a bit poorly this morning. I had some I had lemon, garlic, and honey tea. And I made my chest full of
Somebody bought cake. How nice of them. Nice little cakes there. Maybe a banana cake and a chocolate.
Oh,
Is it?
Kath got them.
Oh, nice.
They're
Thanks,
not
Kat.
bad. I had a bit last
Oh,
night.
2 banana cakes. Sweet.
Follow the sun.
I needed some water.
When this day is done.
Microphone on my phone still missing?
Oh, sorry. I thought you said you had the microphone.
No, I've got my phone. Not my phone.
The Amazon Black Friday sale is live now. Time to get epic deals on electronics, homewares, beauty, and more.
Oh, no, there was two over here. Four.
No source. Some bad motherfuckers just rolled up. Short fuse in the plug out on the night old school. No limit, no curfew. To get everything I wanted in this lifetime, I had to put my beliefs on the front line. The song that I sing, it's always been you and me. Tell my baby it'll be another late night. If work 8 hours after midnight, no breaks, no sleep, and it's always been you and me. It's always been you and me. No money, no short change, still hating. One thing, middle fingers up, tell you one more thing. Yeah, can you hear me? Let me tone it down. I'm strong by nature from a small town. We talk guns by nature, don't show down. Yeah, to get everything I wanted in this lifetime, I had to put my beliefs on the front line. The song that I sing, it's always been you and me. Tell my baby it'll be another late night. If work 8 hours after midnight, no breaks, no sleep, and it's always you and me. Like a raven over the grave, I get lost over the page. I'm in tune with my spirit, doing shrooms, drinking
That should still be okay.
bask in the projects, with raps like Floyd. From the sticks, I cross the tracks. Rock and roll, rolling stone, daddy left. Shooting bottles off the porch to the songs. I was troubled, I was hurt, and it bubbled to the surface. To get out and write that song, put that seed up under the dirt. God gave me water, 2 sons and 1 daughter. I prayed and prayed harder, work hard and play harder. Visual lines, put thumbtacks over outlines. And when they said I was out my mind, I put more goals in the pipeline. This is my time. To get everything I wanted in this lifetime, I had to put my beliefs on the front line. The song that I sing, it's always been you and me. Till my baby it'll be another late night. You'll work 8 hours after midnight. No breaks, no sleep, and always been you and me. Whoa!
Someone always seems to nick a slice of ham before it makes it to the table, particularly when it's this award-winning couple. Traveling in a freighter combi on a hippie trail at full zombie. I met a strange lady. She made me nervous.
Who's in it for the children and who wants to just destroy it all? That's the question going through my bloody head at the moment. Try and hold a higher vision for everything, trying to bring the good oil. People just want to hang in the fucking gutter. G'day, mate.
Oh, that doesn't matter. Even a photo.
Yeah, I'm not taking any of the glory for this. Everyone knows that. A lot of people seem to want to take the glory for themselves, though. All about bloody them. People with no self-esteem want to be loved, and everyone, they want all the attention. Pick up your self-esteem in my bloody book. A little bloody respect for yourself, then people might like you more, then you might get all the bloody credit and thumbs ups and likes. If this continues to turn into a hooligan show, people, I'm bailing out. I'll go do this somewhere else.
Bloods check their hearts.
Yeah, I will be. I was on the radio yesterday with go get your heart check, whatever.
Yeah.
At the moment, I think it's far out. Heart health. Yeah.
So they're putting in,
Yeah, trying to really get serious about it, but it's just, mate, we've had beautiful people invest in this. Really high caliber people. Real heart and all this. Heartfelt stories, love, kindness, tears, laughter. Sorry, I bored the shit out of you with the Hansard, mate. Everybody, just trying to understand it all, trying to get to the bottom of it. But partying and loud music and sitting in the car park doing fuck all was more the priority for a lot of other people today. Just steal the show. My brother Paul there. Hey, brother. Yeah, thanks, Chris. Just feel like I was getting sapped out of me at the moment. Really trying to raise the level, raise the resonation. So, but I'll take your advice, mate. All good, positive energy from here. Let's bring it, Governor. Yep. Pelican.
We got the pelican out there.
Yeah, just looking at him now, mate.
I know, how much can a pelican? I don't know.
His beak can fit more than his belly can. I just love saying that. I do. It's a kid who just loves talking about those little things. I reckon I was probably about 30 years old when I first heard it, and I heard a kid say it. I just laughed, mate. I thought it was hilarious. There goes the pelican. His beak can fit more than his belly can. I was over 30. And I heard it. And I heard this kid say it. I just laughed. I thought it was the most beautiful thing I'd heard.
Oh, it comes out of the innocent mouths of those. Hey, it's a shame we all grow up and get so.
I saw Christine turn up as I was walking down.
Yeah, she did like that, mate. Yeah.
That's good.
Nice day to fly a flag, Corey.
Beautiful day.
Beautiful day.
What's your doctor? Messages.
Never, ever.
There'd probably be a couple of speakers here. Mark might want to say something. I'm going to do the ode and proclamation myself today because there's been a few amendments and things and trying to read through it all. And I'll try and get it as accurate as I can. But yeah, we'll get through this. Most importantly, the Governor General needs to be told again, unfortunately.
Please move forward, be outstanding, remove headdress. Governor General.
This wasn't going to make it.
I'll give it a bit longer if you like.
Gabby said the sun was coming. So
Yeah. She did just rock up. She might be there.
No, she's not coming down. I don't know if she's coming down.
Right, we'll get into it. Good morning, Governor General!
Good morning, you evil man.
Yeah, exactly.
Did you see that, Dan? Yeah, Pelican Circle.
Pelican Circle. See, look at the chemtrail off the
Oh,
wall.
yeah.
Chemtrails around everywhere.
He is circling us. It's in the wind draft. That Max, beautiful thing watching it. Not even flapping his wings, just gliding. I'm all. Oh, two in a row. Chemtrail C. The governor doesn't want any sunshine. He wants a dark winter. Let it shine, let it shine. So without further ado, please move forward, be outstanding, remove headdress. We pay our respects to those who fought for our freedoms, paid the ultimate sacrifice. Governor General! Stand fast! They run with soldiers to battle, they were young. Straight of limb, true of eyes, steady and aglow. They were staunch to the end against uncounted. They fell with their faces to the foe. They should have grown as we nonetheless grow old. Age shall not weary them, nor the years condemn. And going down in the sun and in the morning. Every morning. We will remember them. Lest we forget. David Hay! The person in the position acting as Governor General. As the Governor General of this nation, this is a letter. This letter is a direct appeal from an ever-growing cohort of real great Australians, men and women of Australia, who care about the sanctity of children. We call on you to action the public reveal on the unredacted findings in the police report from the Wood Royal Commission 1995-1997. The Wood Royal Commission has come along with the Police Integrity Commission, resulted in suppressing 28 names of alleged pedophiles of prominent stature. These names include judges, government officials, an ex-Prime Minister, and others frighteningly enough. These people are still in positions of power. They're still judging cases against the people of Australia, and they protect pedophiles. Magistrate Nielsen, for example. The Australian government and parliament has made no attempt to undo this suppression for the supposed safety and well-being of our population is unacceptable. Revisited again in 2015 in the Senate Legal and Constitutional Affairs Legislation Committee meeting. The then Senator Bill Heffernan delivered the same request for the findings to be released to the public. How many years do you think that'll take, Governor General? Further into his appeal, he quoted the judge of the day. We decided not to revisit that issue because the public will lose confidence in the judiciary. How dare you treat the Australian people as stupid? How dare you protect your own as you break the law? All confidence has been lost in you, the judiciary and parliament. David Hay, how can you justify suppressing the names on the list, given that the taxpayers paid out $64 million on the case? We paid for it. We own it. Release the findings. We'll pick up the pieces later. It'll be easier once all the criminals have been held to account. 26 painful years later, we've stood here each week since August 2021 in Queensland. They'll be there again tomorrow, right? And we've stood here since the 7th of February this year. over 9 months. We're either real victims, family members of victims, or friends of victims of the appalling trade of human trafficking and child pedophilia. You dirty mongrels! You grunts! We the people also require the person running for the position of Governor General to stand up and do the job of the Governor General. We inquire why there is continuous police overreach against the people peacefully protesting, as is our rights, our God-given rights. Are you a godly man, Governor General? It's up to the Australian people, the men and women of this great nation, to determine what their confidence is in the police, the judiciary, in the unconstitutional, unelected parliament, and yourself on this matter. You are sincerely men and women of Australia. It's a lovely day. Does anyone have anything else to say to the Governor General?
Yeah, he reaps the seeds he sows.
That's right.
Your Excellency, Mr. Hurley, we're not only here for the sanctity of children, we are here for the sanctity of the rest of our existence moving forward. And when we look at what is going on around us, it is really disheartening to see that our own Governor General can sit so quiet and do nothing at all. Stand up for the Australian people and the future of our existence.
Just in case you didn't know, it's still here. They try so hard, we try not laugh. They turn my card and they back and say how far.
Legends, warriors, role models, leaders, my friends, my family.
Saddle you got, we take on you you don't call it shot, so you roll it down. And this will win, yeah, this will win. Return the song, and we'll win, yeah, this will win. Yeah, this will win. Oh, the civilization, this will win. Because for the new way this war is for, Alawari for the law, and Injury one war records. Go to planet cancer, yeah, that's what the plans are. Walk with the hours, faith of the law, wait for the numbers, that is the answer. Yeah, what's still real? Yeah, what's still real? Look at that, never want my CD, but I said what's still real? Yeah, what's still real? Yeah, what's still real? I read it, can't, I know the can't, yeah, what's still real? 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 And the yacht, the man, and I'm still here. They see us come, we see you run. Now we are one, free, and towards free, our sons. Get ahead instead, got line, the bed on there. If we were gone, that spirit is on there, we going anywhere. Yeah, what's still real? Yeah, what's still real? If you look at everywhere my streets, I said, what's still real? Yeah, what's still real? Yeah, what's still real? Every day again, I know the can't, you said, yeah, but what's still real? Yeah, what's still real? Yeah, what's still real? I'm putting the road, putting the Lord, I'm not still out, what's still real? Yeah, what's still real? Yeah, what's still real? That's not the car. I'm up yacht for the man on bail, and I'm still here.
We're still here, Governor General. We're still waiting for an announcement of the National Press Club.
Yep.
That one lone person there waiting, please ask the Governor General to expose the 28 names that have been hidden. Arrests need to be made. Otherwise, the military is the only way. And I definitely condone that. God bless you, good men and women of Australia.
God bless Australia.
David Hurley. Actually, I'll talk to Mrs. Hurley as a fellow mother and grandmother. You must be seeing what's happening in Australia. Do you want this to happen to your children and grandchildren? Have they something over your husband that is not revealing the 28 names? I think he has. I think it's close to home. And I think there is something that they're hanging over you. Because why wouldn't you? He is a father and a grandfather. Why isn't he protecting the children of Australia from these predators? Come and talk to your husband. And tell him to get some backbone, grow some balls. Do what he's paid to do in that lavish house, in that lavish salary. Protect the children. How many children have been abused, molested, raped in the 26 years that these names have been hidden? 26 years, that's a lot of children. Just think of that. This could be a family member's child or children. You really have to open your eyes. And if you're a Christian, repent, stand up before you have to answer to God at the last moment. Because this is our precious children and our grandchildren we're talking about. Stop protecting those evil pedophiles. Surely you've got a backbone. Surely you've got some sort of decency in you. Just protect the children, your grandparents. Do you want this happening to your grandchildren?
Saddest thing about it, another 68 children a day games. Anyway, that's all I've got. Sorry, Diggs. We'll catch you back in the car park.
Hello, little Lamington and Vegemite. How are you today? I did bring an apple and I was sitting back at the trailer. I'm sorry. I think you had one yesterday anyway. And we said every second day. Someone suggested every second day. Hey, but how are you? You say hello to the Diggs? They love you. Hey, how are you? You good? Anything I can help you with? Well, we love you. You have a good day, all right? We'll bring you an apple tomorrow.
There we go. It's about as good. This is to the Canberra Cougars. We'd like to thank you very much for bringing us a banner so we could actually rehang it where you hung it. I mean, you guys went to such an effort. Like, I can't believe that you would even do something like that. Thank you very much. We love you so much. We'll be here for you when the tide changes.
They're all worth fighting for, mate. And thanks for the good quality rope too.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
right. And
yeah.
I mean, you can come and pull it down, you can do whatever you want, but we're not going to be intimidated by a simple little banner like that. Why don't you put something in the sky or something, you know? And anyway, I'll just say we love you. We'll be here for you.
Good on you, mate. Well, the Cookers received their message. A lovely day. Nice day to go out bush for a walk, actually. Get back to nature. Morning, all the digs out there that haven't been able to make it down for a little while. Team Stam, hope you're doing well. I'll try and give you a call again today. Say good day. There's one of the vans moving. chemtrail cruising across the sky up there. I saw 3 of them down the front there before, going over top of the Governor General's house, trying to manipulate us some more weather. Whether we get any or whether we don't seems to be entirely up to them. Oh, there's Machete. He's getting the kettle boiling. Good on you, mate. Thank you. Machete's got his legs out. Looks like Brad's chucking on the sunscreen, lubing up. I think I'm just about to call last drinks, Diggs. I'm not in a party drinking mood. I'll just wait for these guys to pass. This is part of the new this is us trying to take it next level and trying to bring a bit of credibility to the front, because they all think we're just mad cookers and drunkards. And I can understand why they might think that, but this is what's real, people. We've got some ads in the background. Yeah, we like to broadcast ads. We don't get paid for them, but we like to broadcast all the psyops. I'm being as sarcastic as I possibly can just then, of course. A lot of people putting in a lot of effort to really pick this up and get it going. Canberra, the Canberra one. Sorry, Sydney, Melbourne. That one there, is it? Brisbane, Perth, Melbs, Hobart. Yeah, it must be that one, unless it's not that one. This one here. Oh, miscarriage. Oh, it's disgusting.
My daughter.
Yeah, I know, man. I'm sorry. See, and that's why we don't want it to turn into just a drinking show, party show. This is so bloody real. A lot of people coming down here and pouring their bloody hearts out in pain because they're not getting help anywhere. It's probably why I'm about to tune out, Diggs, because I'm not going to let this be seen as a party show or a fucking drinking show. So thank you very much for coming, Diggs, and I'll tune you in again tomorrow. God bless you all, Diggs. I love you very much. You deserve to be better represented than this.